Hey guys, got a quick video for you. This is pretty cool. I did something last night. So I was looking at the Powerball numbers, right, and I'm thinking like, okay, the whole dream system, because I've still done this by myself. So I'm thinking, my advanced system with each of the white balls symbolizes a person, and it goes up to 40 different people or objects, right, up to 40, so 1 to 40. And then once, if it goes over 40, like for here it's number 44. This is for last night, Saturday, May 30th. So if it goes up to 44, that's actually the number 4, which is Brett Favre. He's a quarterback. He's number 4. So he's just a larger version of himself, like a giant version, right? So then 52 is, it's 12 above 40, so it's actually the number 12. But just a larger version. So number 12 is Tom Brady in my system. So he's just a giant version of Tom Brady. Anyway, so I'm looking at these numbers, right? And I said I'm gonna make this thing. So I went to ChatGPT. This is so cool. I did it and I put it in there. I put, my 5 different people. And then also the Powerball, the system I'll have for the Powerball is the first digit is it symbolizes where it takes place. It's always a campfire. It's a campfire around a campfire. So in my mind, I want something specific like a campfire. In my dream, as a campfire that symbolizes, the Powerball. So the first digit is 0, which is, it's never really a 0 there, it's an implied 0. So if the number's like 7, right, it's actually 0, 7 in my system. So if the first digit's 0, it's in the snow. Like it's snow, or think of it like 0 degrees, it's cold, like a snowy atmosphere, right? There's a campfire in the snow, 5 people around a campfire in the snow, right? If it's a 1, think of it like they're in the woods, like the number 1 symbolizes like a tree, kind of looks like a tree, right? The 1 is in the woods, and then the first digit is number 2, which is like, 20, 21, all the way up to 26, then then they're on the beach, okay? So 0 is on the snow, 1 is on the, you have to watch one of the video, but anyways, you get what I'm saying. So anyways, this one right here, we started to put it into ChatGPT, so I put, these 5 people, right? My number 1 is George Washington for me. My number 27 is Jimi Hendrix, because George Washington's the first president of the United States. Jimi Hendrix is number 27. I think he was born on the 27th, and then I think he died at the age of 27. So, anyways, he's number 27. Number 35 is a guy named Frank Thomas. He's a baseball player. He used to play for the White Sox. Then number 44 is, so you repeat once you get after 40. So number 4, like I said, is Brett Favre, but he's a giant version of Brett Favre. And then 52 is number 12, Tom Brady, but he's a giant version. So 12 plus 40. So anyways, you got those 5 people around the campfire, and since the first digit is, the first digit of the Powerball is 1, then they're in the woods. And then the number 2, the second digit, symbolizes the number of stone circles around the fire. So like, you put stones around a campfire to keep it in. If there's, they say there's like, in this example, there's 2, since its last digit is 2, and there's 2 circles of stones. Anyways, I put this all in the ChatGPT. I said put George Washington, Jimi Hendrix, Frank Thomas, and then around the campfire, then there's also Brett Favre and Tom Brady, but Brett Favre is very big. Tom Brady's very big. They're like twice the size. I put 3 times the size. And they're on a campfire in the woods, and there is 2 around the campfire with 2 circles of stones around the campfire. Anyway, so I did that and check this out. What I'll go up, do. And also I made it. So first I wanted to make it memorable, right? So I made first since these guys are normal size, the normal size people look like they're just tiny, but really they're normal size. And then these, Brett Favre and Tom Brady are large. So the giants are sitting on giant boulders. I put that all in there, but it was basically just they were all sitting around the campfire at first, and they're just sitting there. The campfire looked real cool with the 2 circles. That was all normal. But what I changed was I made it memorable. Like, since Jimi Hendrix plays a guitar, he's a musician. I'll say, all right, see, these guys they're all the normal size. So I want them interacting with each other, while the 2 large people, or however many people, depending on the numbers, it'd be different people. Maybe they're all normal size, or maybe they're all large. Yeah, but since the 2 groups of people, there's normal size and there's big ones. I wanted them to be doing kind of together like a team. So it reminds me, in my dreams, this is all about having this image in your mind, right? So anyways, I'll fade it. So Jimi Hendrix is playing music, George Washington's dancing, and then Frank Thomas is is singing into his bat, his baseball bat. I just thought that was it's just kind of cool, and that's just a very memorable thing. And then the other guys are just kind of sitting there, but. Anyways, it's just, this is so cool because it's like, it looks cool, but also it's, who would have thought that this is a symbol? This right here, who would have thought that this picture right here is a symbol for the Powerball, right? You would not look at that and think anything. You think, okay, whatever. But no, to us, to the system, that means something. To just see that image, it's not just the numbers. It's memorable too, because just to have them wake up with numbers, I've never done that before, so but this means something. I can remember George Washington dancing because he reminds me of, what's the name, Fezziwig. Remember Scrooge of Christmas Carol? Scrooge, I think his old boss when he went in the past. Fezziwig, I think, threw the parties, and I just imagined him dancing. Anyways, look, that reminds me of that, so that would stick in my mind. I think, why is he dancing? Oh, Jimi Hendrix is playing the guitar right there. And then, oh yeah, I remember Frank Thomas singing into the baseball bat, like it was a microphone, and then just to have those three, that would spark my mind. Like, oh, then there's two giants right there, but they're both quarterbacks. It's so cool that this could be. Anyways, I put this in the chat GPT. It took me, 1 minute to do the first one, but then, of course, so you have to make these guys bigger, and then, make them. It really, all I had to change was to have these guys dancing, and I can't make George Washington dancing, Jimi Hendrix playing guitar, and have them all engaging with themselves. That's the key. So they're not looking, I want them to be engaged in something while the bigger people are doing something else. Anyways, it's just so cool what the Lord has done. I'm so excited about this, and this is so cool. Can you imagine this? All we need is this in the dream. This is what we're prepping for. All right, guys, love you. I'm excited about this. This is so cool. So, yeah.